So if you don't know me, my name is Anuj and I'm traveling to all the 50 states of the United States to spread the awareness on discriminatory country cap, on green cards for specialized job. And today I'm at my 14th state, Rhode Island. I'm in Providence, Rhode Island. And since there is a Brown University, which is like an Ivy League school here. So today I am going with a question that should there be a state cap on Ivy League schools. This data is from Harvard, but as you see that most of the students who got admitted, I think it's in 2019, majority of them were like from Massachusetts, California, New York, but there were like very few from some states like Idaho, Arkansas, and Alaska. So as you see that all the states are not equally represented, I'm just gonna ask that, is that fair to have like this much like students from one state but not many from others? So if there is like a state cap, something like not more than 5% of the people from one particular state can join this Ivy League schools, then other people from the states like Idaho, Alaska, they might get better opportunity to get into Ivy League schools. So I think that's my question. Should that be fair? So I'm right in front of the State House right now. I'm not alone. I have one of my school friends join me who lives in Massachusetts. So he's not in the backlog anymore, but he still decided to join. So that's great. How are you doing? Are you from India? Yeah. Okay, are you on H1B by any chance? Okay, so you are on student. So we are like trying to spread the awareness on discriminatory country cap, on green card for specialized job. So you might know that for Indians, it takes forever to get the green card. Yeah. You came here on student visa, I guess? Okay. You going to No, okay. Is that the student visa, they don't have cap.
Yep.
So all the students, if they come from India, they don't mind.
Yeah.
And as you see that like last year they issued like almost 30% visas to Indians. Then when it comes to like changing the status to H1B, they don't mind. So all the people from India, they don't mind. And that's where they get most of the students, that's where they get most of the people on work visa. But then when it times to come to change to permanent residency, there is a cap that you can like once your immigration petition is approved, you can like keep renewing your H1B. So it's like kind of a abuse that so that's why I'm traveling to all the 50 states to spread the awareness on this issue, because like not many Americans know about that
It's
like.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Same here. Take care. How are you doing? We just asking people question that should there be a state cap on Ivy League schools. So you think that would be fair?
Well, some states are a lot bigger.
Right.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, California is a lot bigger than Idaho.
Right.
So population-wise. So I don't think it would be fair to have California and Idaho the same percent.
Right.
Yeah.
So actually we are like spreading the awareness. This is kind of like a metaphor. So there is a high skill immigration, and that quota is fixed 140,000 each year in the United States.
Interesting. Okay.
That's fine, but they have a country cap on that. So as you said that the population wise doesn't matter. So Vatican City versus India, they both have the same percentage, like 7%. So they are not thinking about that. And another thing that if you see that the Massachusetts population is almost 16, like in the rankings, Massachusetts is 16th. So it's not like the just about population that the most populous gets students. It's like what people want to do. So people in the Massachusetts wants to study in Harvard.
Sure, because it's close by.
Yeah, and they're like what they see they get inspired by.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. So same for India, that there is like a lot of high skill immigrants. They come from India, and what is interesting is that when it comes to student visa, they don't have cap. So almost like 30% student visa goes to India.
Okay.
They don't have any issue. Now these people can change it to work visa. They don't have cap. So all they can go to India or any other country, they don't mind. But when it comes to time to change to permanent residency, then there is a cap
Based on the country.
based on the country of birth,
Yeah.
like nothing else.
Yeah.
So the people from some other country, less experienced, much less skilled, they get priority, even if they have like never set a foot in the country.
Oh, interesting.
So Indian like us, I've been here for 14 years. So I did my master's here. I have been working on work visa for almost now like maybe 13 years. But I cannot change it to permanent residency because there is like huge number of people from India. But like let's say someone from country like Pakistan or like Germany, which doesn't have like a huge number of high skilled workers who wants to come, if they can apply from their country, they can get it in 1 year because they don't have any backlog.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's frustrating.
Yeah. I'm going to all the 50 states to spread the awareness.
Very
capital.
cool. What's the best state you've been to so far?
The best state is this one. Are you from Rhode Island? It's
That's the right answer.
I haven't thought about that question, but it's like one of the most beautiful capital city.
Oh, Providence is gorgeous. How
Yeah.
long are you in Rhode Island for?
Just today.
Okay. And where are you going next?
So on this trip, I did Albany already, Hartford, Boston, and Providence.
Okay.
Is my last state, and I live in DC, so I'm leaving for DC today, but then I'll go to other states.
Cool.
Any
Alright.
suggestions on that? Like what we should do as a like the best way to approach or spread more awareness? If you have any suggestions, I'm open.
What's going on?
How are you
No, I
doing?
think you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
I
okay.
appreciate you getting out there.
How are you doing?
Thank
You guys
Catch you
doing?
later. Have a good day.
Okay.
So what do you?
So this is like the question we are asking is that should there be a state cap on Ivy League schools? So this is
What do you mean by a state cap?
so this is the data for Harvard University 2019. Okay.
You can come up there. A bunch of people are going to be up there right now. So
Which kind of meeting I can join?
yeah, it's
Sure.
What does this mean, by the way? The state
So I'm just asking a question that this is about for the Harvard University, but like in 2019, all the students who got admitted, there were like 15% from Massachusetts, and so this is kind of like a metaphor that if there is a state cap on Ivy League schools, then let's say that some Massachusetts students, even if they are like more qualified, they won't be able to get in. And from some of the states, they won't have to work that hard to get in. So that's why it won't be fair to some of the students. So I think that the way it is right now, it's good that the best of the best people should be able to get in. So this is kind of in terms of like a high skill immigration. So there is a country cap on high skill immigration. So it doesn't matter even if they are like most qualified. So I came here on student visa, then I'm on work visa, and I have been here for 14 years. My immigration petition is approved, but the only reason I'm not able to change my status, the only reason, because I was born in India, because the India produces like more high skilled people, so they are like not considering any of that. The country cap is same for Vatican City, which is like a small city, but it's country.
Yeah.
And same for India. So they are
Right.
So the people who are like even high skill or more experienced, they are not able to change their status. So if there is a state cap, that like no more than certain percentage from each state can got in. So this thing is a metaphor. So what we are here for, the same thing is happening on high skill immigration.
हर संत कहे साधु कहे सच और साहस है जिसके मन में अंत में जीत उसी की रहे।